Hi everybody, today I'm going to show you how you can make scalloped borders out of your circle punches so that if you don't have the exact size border punch that you want, or you don't have something that you want to trace, you can just use your different size circle punches to use to make your border. So you can see I've already punched out a whole bunch of different size circles here. You could also use your Cricut to cut them out, or any other die cutting machine if you've got it. Plus I've got a few scraps of paper to work on. So I've done this before as, you know, long borders down the sides of pages, or I've done them and put them all the way around the outside of a shape, which I'm going to show you first. So I'm going to start, and I'm going to make a scalloped border around the outside of this red circle. So I'm just going to start very quickly. I'm going to work on the back, so keep that in mind when you're doing this, is that I'm working on the back. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue here. And then I'm going to, again, since we're working on the back, I want the side that I want to show to be facing down. So I'm just going to judge about halfway through my circle where the halfway point is, and that's the point that's going to line up with the edge of my circle here. So about halfway through my circle. So then I'm just going to continue adding my circles all the way around my big circle here. I just want to make sure that they're just sort of butted up against each other. You can overlap them a little bit if you want to, but I'm just going to butt them up against each other here. Add a couple more, and then I'll flip it over and show you. 2, 3. Alright, so then when I flip it over, it just looks like I have a nice scallop border all the way around the edge. Perfect. Okay, the other way that I said that you could also do this is to do them as scallop borders along here. Okay, so we're going to start, and I'm actually going to do 2 layers of scallop borders on this one for you to show you another little option to do with this. So it's best, if you can, to either go along a straight edge here, or if you need to, get a ruler if you want to do it like in the middle of your page or something, so that you have an edge to work with. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start by taking some adhesive, and I'm just going to go all the way along here with a couple of strips there. I'm going to take my circle, and I'm just going to line it up with the bottom edge of this purple and the left hand side of the purple sheet here. So I'm just going to put one down, then I'm going to put another one. Now the fun thing about this is that you don't have to actually, you can use some scraps, and if you have some pieces that aren't complete circles, that's fine. Just make sure that they're hidden by putting them down near the bottom where you're not going to see them, and they're going to be covered up anyways. So add this one. Perfect. And now we're going to add our red circles along here like this, so that we make a second scallop border. So I'm going to add another strip of adhesive here. And again, I'm just going to line these up with the bottom edge, and I'm going to go all the way across here like this. Alright, now, when you're doing these borders, you kind of need to either, if you want it to be right up against the edge, then you need to trim that off there, or, as I've done here, I just have an extra strip of paper that I'm going to cover this off with. And just about halfway through our red circle, I'm just going to add this piece of paper, and voila! Your double scalloped borders that you've used making circles as opposed to your border punches. So there's lots of different things you can do with this. I'll show you a few examples now.